Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to go through Euro US dollar and we're going to highlight some potential swing trades and opportunities to be had with this market. Now, what we want to do when we're identifying swing trades and opportunities, we want to identify the trend of the market and the higher time frame phase that we're in. And what I mean by that is, if we're in a downtrend, but are we in an impulsive phase or a retracement phase, or are we in an uptrend again in an impulsive phase or a retracement phase? Because this will determine what we want to be able to do on the swing trading side of things. Now, in last week's video and in this week ahead analysis video, we discussed the potential for the US dollar index to move to the downside, which basically means that you want to be a buyer of Euro US dollar, as this market is pretty much the inverse of that market. So if we want to be a buyer, what do we want to do? Well, we want to identify the trend that we're in first. So the market is technically on this Euro US dollar weekly chart in a downtrend, okay, because the market is making lower lows and lower highs. However, we are in a retracement phase of that move because price is pulling back and we are making higher highs on the candlestick and higher lows at the moment. So we are in a downtrend, but we are in a retracement phase. So now we've identified that, what do we need to do next? We need to identify some support and resistance. So the support and resistance level that I'm interested in is around about 117. I'm going to round it up to the whole number because the markets like to go to these whole numbers. So if I just type in 117 here, that is the area that I'm expecting Euro US dollar to come and retest in the short term. Now, if that's the case, what should we also see? Well, if we're in that retracement phase back to that point, what we will likely see is higher highs and higher lows on a 4-hour time frame or a daily time frame, because in this downtrending move, in the retracement phase of it, we'll see the market move higher to that resistance level. In the impulsive phase, we'll be seeing price move down, so we'll get lower lows and lower highs instead. So if I actually go to the 4-hour time frame now, just delete this line for a second, I'm just going to zoom out so you can see both sides of the impulsive move and the retracement phase. You can see when the market is in that impulsive mode to the downside, what do we get? Well, we get 4-hour lower lows and lower highs, okay? When that starts to change, so for instance here, price formed a higher high, that is our sign that the market is going to be entering that retracement phase and that we should be looking for counter trend trading opportunities to the next resistance level. What we saw then was price came back down into that structure and rallied to the upside. So what we're looking for is the exact same thing that happened here to happen again, but just higher up in line with the trend. So if we're expecting a higher high, higher low pattern to be formed, we want to be looking for the area where the market is going to change from being a higher, being that higher low to impulsing to the upside. So where's a higher low likely to come in at? Well, if we look at the previous one, it came in at that previous supporting zone through there. How can we look at that and transition that up? Well, we just look at the previous structure highs here. So around about 116.24, if price can pull back into this zone, what we can look for are swing trades and opportunities in and around this area for a move to the upside. Now, the market's not perfect. It might dip a little bit below this zone, but at least when price comes back into this area, we want to be looking for a similar swing trading setup. Now, if I actually go to the hourly time frame, what I have is a 50 EMA on here printed. Now, what we would look for when price hits the previous structure level, like here for instance, we would look for a close above the 50 EMA for a long opportunity. And you can see that this candlestick here closes above the 50 EMA. That is a nice long trade opportunity with the stop losses below the lows. Market has moved to the upside. I'm going to look for the same rules to be applied for this move. So if price pulls back to the 116.24 and the 50 moving average is through here. If price then rallies and closes above this 50 moving average, I'm going to look for a buy position up to 117. So keep an eye on Euro US dollar. That is a swing trading opportunity that I'm looking out for at the moment. I want to see price pull back first into this zone in order for us to buy up to this 117 weekly level of resistance. If price can get to here, what we will look for is a potential continuation of the overall trend or a breakout in line with the dollar weakness that we're seeing currently. So keep an eye on Euro US dollar, one to watch. If you did like this video, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more of our Forex trading content, and I'll speak to you soon.